way home from, I had to drive about an hour away, which is, you know, these days that's like $25 worth of gas or $30 worth of gas. But I got a bus seat, and it's like in really good condition. It's a little bit dirty, but it's in pretty good condition, and I'm pretty stoked because it measures 39.25 inches, and the Model A is 40 inches across. So I just have to keep my fingers crossed that by the time I get home, this works and it fits. Because I mean, it's not a huge loss if it doesn't, but it was $10, and I $40 wrapped up into this trip altogether, which is still, you know, it's not that bad. So I'll use it for something else if not. But yeah, that would be great if it actually worked. So we'll see. I'm gonna focus on driving now. All right, so here it is. It's not perfect. It's a little beat up here, but like, who cares, man? It's not bad. And I'm gonna cut these legs off, of course, but I just measured it and it's 39 inches. It's the exact size I need, but we'll see when we put it in there. All right, so I got to cut this back weird leg off. I got to cut these two legs off, but I just double measured in there, and it is exactly, it's 41 inches across, and the seat is 39 and some change. So that's going to leave like, you know, 3/4 of an inch or so, you know, on each side of the seat. That's perfect. It's exactly what I want. I'm pretty excited about it. So for $10, I mean, I'm pretty stoked. So let's figure out how we're going to install this thing and what I'm going to do to it to make it a little more, you know, structured, safe. Yeah, see, I have to cut this whole like assembly off because you can see like this side didn't have it because it probably tied into the wall or whatever was on that one side. That was probably the aisle side. But see, this frame here, I want to keep, you know, at this height, and you can see this leg swoops down over that height, so I have to cut that off. And then it'll all be flat, and then I can weld new mounts on it. So I got a little carried away. I wouldn't say carried away, I was just welding. And this wasn't filming this, but something caught on fire in the chair. So I run out to my pond to get water. It's completely frozen. Then I go out to my rain barrel and it's completely frozen. I'm punching it because this is starting to smoke, and I'm like, wow, I want to save it. B, in 10 seconds, the garage could be on fire if this thing goes up in flames. So, and it was giving off a really nasty stink. So I ran in the house, and it's out now, but it didn't damage the seat at all, thank God. But yeah, I should be filming these things. That's the whole point. And catch this fun stuff on film. You guys would have saw me scatter like a cat, man. But it is what it is. Stuff like that you guys would never know that goes on because I don't film absolutely everything, but in this case I probably should have. Alright, so while that's drying out there, I will make another attempt at this. I went and borrowed a torch off my uncle. I need to just go buy one and quit being ridiculous, but I got another pulley. See that? It's lifetime limited warranty. So when this one strips out, I'll go get another one, but we're gonna do this. And just so you guys know, this is the space I'm standing in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's my own fault, so I can't complain, but you're gonna see like the same 3 views throughout this whole entire car build, because there's only like 3 places to set up the camera where I can fit to stand. I have to keep going outside to cut things because there's just simply no room. And when I paint and cut, I'm trying not to make too big of a, you know, mess in the air so that it lands all over this car. I keep the door shut mostly, but yeah, it's just kind of, I'm standing here and I'm like, you know, like I don't know if they even realize that how bad this really is. I'm in like literally like a little square here, but whatever, man. As long as it gets done, it honestly doesn't bother me at all. But some people would be like, dude, just park one of your cars outside or something. But it wouldn't make a difference. If I need to come over here to drill something, I don't need that much space. And out there, it wouldn't make any difference if a car was gone or not, because that has to be in there. Well, that's all she took, you know. 10 seconds of heat, you know, would have saved me a whole day's time, but you live and you learn. Now I know next time, don't be a dumbass. So, I made a rookie mistake, and I have to move this way up here because, see, the pitman arm, and I knew this, was on there backwards, which is what I just went through all that trouble to make it go forward. And by doing that, that makes everything backwards. When you steer and you turn the wheel, it's going the opposite direction. So the only way to fix that is to move it up here and then put the pitman arm where it belongs. So I have to get a piece of double D shaft. I'm going to have to get a Heim joint because there's going to be 2 joints on that. And I was really hoping to get away with not having to do that. It's pretty annoying, and you know, I have to buy another universal joint. It's $30. I'll have another probably $100 almost tied up in this, but if it makes it steer correctly, I don't mind whatsoever. So now that the seat's off and I realize how easy it is to get it on and off, and I understand the inner workings of this thing, I can make such a better weld, man. Like but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grind all this down. Well, first of all, I'm going to drill the holes to mount it, and then after I do that, I'm going to grind all the paint off and you know, weld this up super strong, paint it all up again real nice, and then let it dry out in the sun, because for some reason, you know, it was frigid 19 degrees yesterday, and today it's like 60 out. So I gotta love Pennsylvania. And yeah, look at that, some old gum from the bus seat. Some things will never change. This seat's pretty damn near perfect, other than that stupid little thing, which who cares. But well, there's another one starting here too, but oh well. I really like it. I don't know if that back is ridiculously high or if it looks goofy, but I kind of like it because it's kind of goofy. And you can tell it's a school bus, that's for sure. But yeah, I almost made another rookie mistake because I'm just going and going today. And I didn't even sit in there. I did with the other seat, but not with this one. So I have to make sure that before I bolt this in or drill the holes for the bolt, I have to make sure that, you know, I'll be comfortable in here. So when in doubt, just use hockey pucks. Yeah, so I figure while the seat, you know, I just welded up the seat, and I got all the holes drilled for the seat, which, you know, the paint's tacky, so stupid. I gotta wipe it off. I'm gonna repaint everything, but I figure while the seat's out there, I'll do all the body mounts and get it over with. Drill a couple more. So that works out like that. Frame up off the body up off the rail there. That's I gotta drill all the holes for everywhere else, but I'm not gonna film myself doing that like I normally would because it's just a waste of time. And I don't want to make this entire video about just doing this. Like, I want to try to cram as much as I can into one video so you guys can see some real progress. So with this car, I've been trying to keep in mind like accessibility, and I want to get to everything, you know, and I want to get to it with ease and be able to take things apart. Like these cars are simple enough, so it shouldn't be, you know, a pain in the ass to take a part off of it. So even though it didn't look like I did a lot today, you know, I got the body mounted, got my hockey pucks in there. And obviously, once I do my floor, I'll come up through the floor too, but it'll only be one, you know, thin piece to drill through rather than all of them from the top. So at least that's done. And you know, the back, it's weird kind of how this is, but you know, the guy that started this project before me, I hate picking up other people's pieces and trying to figure out what they were trying to do because it's a pain in the ass, and I'll never be able to read other people's minds. So he had all kinds of weird, like this was all weird, man. Like everything about this was off. I had to I mean, I don't know. I made it all up as I went. There was no strategy really, because every time I get to the next level, there's always like a crazy weird surprise. But I love how this, you know, opens and shuts. There's a little handle under there, the twist, but I just left it like that so I could show you. But yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked with the way it turned out. Got the body mounted, got the seat, you know, completely in. Started messing with the steering a little bit earlier, as you guys know. It's been a long day, but there's really not, I gotta wait on that. That's going to be on hold. I got a tie back here. I have, it's hard to explain. See that hole there? I have to tie that into, you know, the frame that I extended back there. Not the frame, but the, whatever. Yeah, it's the frame for the body. But it needs to tie into that. And same with on the other side. It's little odds and ends, but I'm just stoked about this $10 seat, and it's done. And now I can worry about the pedals and putting the rest of the wooden floor in. I'm going to go with wood because I want to be able to access everything. I'm loving it. And, you know, I'll figure this out. And I don't know about the back yet either. I'll figure all that out. But good day, I guess.